Hey everybody, Dodger here. Welcome back to Formula One 2017. Time for race number 3 of the season, I'm pretty sure. This is race number 4. This is race number 4 of the season in Russia. This will be our first sprint race of the season, thanks to me screwing up the format. It was supposed to be 100%, 25-50, and then 25-50 through the rest of the season. Well, since we started with 200s, the third one was a 50. Now we're into the rhythm. This will be a 25% sprint race here in Russia. Well, let's listen to a voicemail and hear where we should qualify.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
You ever notice she doesn't leave us enough time to actually respond to the question of how we are? I don't think she really wants to know. I don't think she really wants to know. Just like we don't really want to know that they think we're only going to qualify in 9th. We just don't care. Okay, since this is race number 4, I can count. I'm a good countsman. We actually need to go in and look at our parts because our ICE is basically done. By the end of practice, it was doing the whole box of marbles sound thing. So yeah, it's completely donezo. It has a very excellent and nice expected lifespan right now. I may try to use this engine in the future in practice, but for today, we're going to go ahead and put in new parts on all of the worn things. Now, we do have that 10% buff this season that we never had last season, basically, till the very end. In fact, we basically didn't use it at all. So hopefully we'll have to take less penalties, but we're still going to have to take penalties this season. And that's just the way it is. And that's the way Formula One is, isn't it? So we're going to streamline all of our focus still towards making the car go fast, and the reliability, that's second fiddle. Alright, to qualifying.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
I don't think you'll have any trouble annoying me over the course of the practice session. Let me go into the setup and actually drop the fuel into this thing. We're on Ultras this week for our qualifying / fastest tire. Actually, I'd already done pretty much that, hadn't I? The car setup is really good. I am super happy with the balance in qualifying trim. I feel like in race trim it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I think the back end of the car maybe not perfectly in the track for that.
Okay, just so it's in your mind,
Shut up,
if you
Jeff.
have us make a setup change and you don't like the feel, don't hesitate to...
Okay, this is qualifying, Jeff. We can't really even do that anymore. We just entered Park for May. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our Q1 lap going. The car is phenomenal in the last sector, pretty good in Sector 1. I have issues with Sector 2, and I think the car is not responding super well over there. Also, I gotta readapt. This is my first time driving the car with power. You know, a 75% worn ICE and all of the parts showing a lot of wear. It's a pretty big change. One of the things I kind of studied about how I drove the track previously and kind of compared to some real-life footage or just how my computer competitors take the place is that I'm abusing the outside curves too much, and that just ends up costing me time, and I'm not using nearly enough, or I wasn't using nearly enough, of the inside curving. So in turns like that, yeah, see, I'm still too far away from that inside curve. This is my worst turn right here. It looks fine, but what I just did there was very slow. DRS zones are hard to hit here because they're right on the exit of turns, or the first one's technically in the middle of a turn. Here is where our car has really shown to be quite stout. A little dancy there. That's okay. Dancy is fine. As long as the front end is working through here, you can go really fast. Like I said, I gotta kind of readjust to the increased power output. That's only 2/10 behind
That's
Botas.
You've moved
I'm
up to
happy.
P4.
But yeah, the car, it's just working very well in the slow turns, and I feel like Sector 3 is going to be pivotal for me. If I can really nail that one, we might be in good shape for a top 5 starting spot today. Maybe. And there you have it, P5 and P10 for us in Q1. Hopefully Massa can keep up that pace. Pretty close times at the top. Red Bull showing to be really fast here. I think they have a really, really good aero package, and this is a track that I think the good aero and chassis cars can shine here. Granted, some of the faster cars were using supers, but yeah. Okay, Q2. Let's get out there. I mean, this is a sprint race. This is an all-out sprint race. The qualifying is going to be really important that I get up the field. One of the big changes from practice to now is the cloud cover. It was sunny all of practice, so the track might be slightly different here. I'm going to back up a little bit here. I don't want to have any wash from the Mercedes ahead of us. This is not a place where I'm worried about getting a tow or anything like that. Let's really hit this last turn well. That was very good. Get the inside of this. I flapped my wing twice. I mean, that's maybe a 100th of a second loss, really, if even. No big deal. Turned in pretty good right there. It's only taken, 4 seasons of running this track. Or has it been 5 now? I don't know. But I do finally know which way these darn turns go for the most part. I found this place to be incredibly difficult to learn. Yeah, right on the orange bit right there for a good exit here. It's been a strong lap. I don't think it's been an outstanding one so far. Yeah, I struggled with the nose right there. I got back to the gas too early. And I washed wide there. Yeesh. I said Sector 3 was my best. Didn't prove it right there, did I? I honestly think this extra power has me a little confused. It was a faster lap than our Q1 lap.
That's P2. You're currently in second place.
But we have a lot left of this thing. That'll do it. That'll get us through, I think. But I need to clean up if I'm gonna get as high up the grid as I want to be for the sprint race. Oh, Massa. Actually, 11th place is a good place. He can choose his own tires to start with and move up into the points through that. So, I mean, really, if you're going to qualify 10th or you're going to qualify 11th, you want to be 11th. I'll try to give him that. But we move on to Q3. I gotta find a little bit of time, especially in Sector 2 and 3. Okay, here we go. Let's go straight on the track because I'm thinking I want to do two attempts. I got the tires to do it. Car is in good shape. There's no real reason to keep laps off. This place is pretty short, so it's not like we're putting a ton of time on the car anyway. The sun is out now. I think that's good. I feel like the car was working better in the sun than it has been in the clouds. So maybe that'll be a difference. As you can tell, it's fine though. As long as I can get to the apex here, get to the gas. This is going to be kind of a betting lap. Mostly so that I have a delta to go against on my second attempt. And that we, get a decent lap in to be somewhere in that mid of the front pack. Focusing intently here. That turn was very hard to see thanks to the reflections. I think you can actually tell the intensity of my driving based off how loud I click the shift paddles. Something I've picked up on through editing the videos. The more intense I am, the louder I click, the more aggressive I hit the paddles. That was a nice exit. That actually got me into here a little faster than I wanted to be. More curb. Hit more curb on the inside there. Next time around. Okay, 136.6 is our best yet.
That's you into P2. You're currently on the front row of the grid.
135.6 for the Ferraris, though. I gotta do something. There's more in it, though. So first off, I'm gonna choose our set of Ultras that we have brand new. Oh no, I want to go back there. Secondly, I want to take every ounce of fuel
our
out.
fastest lap is a 1:36.6.
I would do this, and then this, and then that. Yeah, I mean it's a kilogram of weight. It's virtually nothing, but I wanna make a full-fledged attempt here. I have a feeling I'm gonna overdrive. I have a sneaking suspicion that's gonna happen. It's not often I get to do 2 runs in a session. So I think that is gonna really lead me to want to overdrive the car. Boy, that's the Sector 3 I need for my real lap. Even more curb than that would be nice. Good start. Should we hit this DRS? Watch that wall, it juts out right there. I don't think there was a lot lost in Sector 1 at all. Pretty much mirroring. That's still extremely hard to see. Downshifting an extra gear there. One of those things I just tend to do with these cars. That was nice. That felt a little sloppy, but we actually picked up a lot of time in that turn. It was okay. Oh, that was nice. That's got to be a couple tenths. Nice. You're there too, that's okay. Oh. That was an intense minute and 35 seconds, let me tell you. We didn't get Raikkonen, but I think that's easily going to be a top 5. Hopefully ahead of the Mercedes. That's our main goal at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to run down the Ferraris, especially not until we get our car upgrades. But if we can keep ahead of the Mercedes, then I think we're going to have ourselves quite an interesting season. Let's see.
Is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top 3 are Raikkonen, a Williams, and Sebastian Vettel. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
That it is. Yeah, it was a smoking lap. I'm sure I left a 10th out there somewhere, but I'm not upset about not getting the pole here. I think that's an incredible effort for where we are with the car. It gives me a lot of hope as we move into the next couple weeks of getting major upgrades on the car. Okay, so we have 700 resource points. Sorry I clicked through that so fast. And I think we're going to win the rivalry. I think so. I think that's a given at this point. Hopefully, we'll see. Here's your team's approval. And here's our voicemail. Fifth?
Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Sixth. Well, that's one position of improvement. Personal goal, I would say, would be fourth. Let's try to at least beat one of the Mercedes here. That would be my goal. Let's go to the race. I don't have any other homework to do. Let's just get into it.
Great starting position for us. Let's see if we can improve on that in the race.
By at least one position. Oh, it's cloudy again. That's unfortunate. I think the car was working better in the sun, and it's gonna be cloudy the whole time. All right, no dramas here. I am going to put some fuel on board. Since these are short races, you know, I'm not putting a lot of weight in the car, really, to give us the ability to have a rich mix for multiple laps. So I'm going to put quite a bit in. I think that's going to be important here to try and keep ahead of some of the faster cars behind us. In fact, I'm going to go even more. That might seem crazy, but I'm doing it. Pitting on 5 to go to 13. That's cool. No dramas there. I think we're good to go. Turn 1. I like being on this side of the track for turn 1. I think that'll be good as long as they have a good start. And here we go. Pretty good. I had a little bit of wheel spin that I didn't expect. Raikkonen's going to give us the tow for a moment. Oh, buddy. I want to say that the two cars either side of us there just hit each other. Somebody hit my left rear. I thought I held a pretty clean line through there. I feel like I didn't set a foot wrong, which is a bit what I'm worried about in that situation of being 3 wide. Obviously that was all caused by the fact they were faster than me into there, but I'm not worried about that. Oh, Raikkonen, he is just scooting away.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Ferrari is fast. I'm going to use a bit of rich mix here early. Try and make sure I don't get snuck around before this race really starts to settle out. Overdrive down here. This is where our car is the best around. I think it even closed in on the Ferrari through here, which is so very encouraging. Like I said, when we put on those upgrades to this car, I think it's gonna... This won't be a winning car every week, but I bet you it has the ability to really fight for podiums on a week-to-week basis. We might be fighting for a podium today. I didn't suspect we would hold position as well as we have to start this race.
Green flag.
Something happened behind us. Okay, Palmer's out. It's a name we don't really see that often. We're keeping Raikkonen honest here, using a lot of fuel to do it, but that's why I put it in there. Let's see how we can do over here. Slid a bit on the curb, but it was still really nice. This is the difference
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
you guys will get having these sprint races, is it's just me flat out for an entire race, basically. Certainly has its own bit of interest. I love the strategy and the the work that goes into the longer races. I think it'd be cool having a mix. Right up in here into keeping him honest territory now. Getting a little bit of his wash. Dirty air. Making me understeer a bit more. Trying to figure out what line he takes through there. That's too much on the exit. DRS will save us. Yeah, this thing's being a lot sportier than I expected. I'm a bit concerned that once we go to the supers, it won't be quite as sporty, but trying to make the most of what we got right now. Hamilton's real fast at the moment. Interesting. I guess because we were running him down. I guess that makes sense.
Hamilton has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
I'm like calculating in my mind right now what that means for us. Ooh, buddy. That was a bit wide. The second set of sausages there is where they draw the line of too far. I made sure I tested that in practice. Trying to figure out where all of the places that are considered to be too far are. Alright, yeah, these tires I think are starting to become a little bit boiled off thanks to the compressed wear in these shorter races. Trying to get a good exit there. Let's use our rich mix. Mercedes versus Mercedes, power-wise. Is this where we got hit? I think this is where we got hit last season. Right there. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Made that call a little bit late, but I think we're about to be really badly undercut if we didn't. We're gonna be at the end of pit road here. Hopefully, nobody's coming in around us.
Go. Exit now. We're racing on the exit.
All right, we're still ahead of Hamilton. We're gonna be in traffic. That's gonna be dicey. That's gonna be really dicey.
Pit strategy complete.
But I don't think there's
See
going to be
these
a
tires
lot
through
of...
to the end now. Some information on Ericsson. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of people pitting later. Hi, Raikkonen.
Okay, clear.
Nice hand, nice hand. Is that cheeky? Is that cheeky? That track went green at the exact point. At the exact point where the green flag started. And I had already lined up that pass well before we got to the green. I think that's a bit cheeky, but technically legal. I didn't say anything about it. I'm guessing Rackman got stuck in traffic because he did not undercut us at all. But he does have his DRS right now. Don't you even think about it right there. May cycle us to the lead, which would, oh, easy, which would be great because we have 1 lap newer tires as well.
The car in front is 3.7 seconds.
Bottas didn't pit till this lap. Okay, he's already behind us. Don't mind me. Just making sure you're all watching. Still awake. Okay, like we still have this much fuel left too. Keep defending on the straightaway with it. Boy, he's pushing hard, and he's got Hamilton behind him. That's probably why he would want to get around in a big time hurry. Using those readers.
Yellow flag.
Pretty significantly. Yellow flag here is excellent news because I don't have to use any fuel. He cannot pass me until here.
Green flag.
Of course, he could do the thing that I did to him. It didn't. Use our good section here to try and get away, he says, running wide a bit. Part of me feels like I want Hamilton to get around Raikkonen, but I think at the end of the season it's going to be us versus Mercedes, not us versus Ferrari. Probably fighting for somewhere behind the Ferraris, championship-wise. That was a bit wide. Overdriving that entry. Keep those entries nice and shallow. I do think this cloud cover has not worked in our favor. I'm trying to make the most of it. That was pretty nice. Fuel. Avoid his draft. A lot of yellows in this race.
Okay, some information on Perez. They are out of the race.
Well, I think that pretty much solidifies our rival challenge thing, doesn't it? I don't think that's any longer a thing. Yikes. Large part of the field doing an inverse strategy here. Started on supers, going to ultras. We just keep picking our way through them. Vettel setting fast lap. I think he's in 4th. I don't think our car is as good on these tires, but positioning has been the key. Oh, interesting, we're actually catching the cars that haven't pit yet. shows the immense pace of this lead battle. Here's definitely seem a little unhappy. The good news here is we're about to get ourselves DRS. Bad news is I might have to deal with Magnussen before he pits.
Felipe's pitting now. Felipe
He's
is
roadblocking us. Roadblocking all three of us at the moment. Parks it in the apex. Alright, this should be an easy pass for us, though. We'll not even mention how lucky I am that the wing didn't take damage in that. Hoping Raikkonen didn't get around him. That would be the most ideal thing for us. Oh man, the differential of speed between myself and Magnussen there was immense in the turn. I wasn't planning on his apex speed being quite that slow. That was a bit of a heart-stopping moment. Oh, Magnussen's still in front of them. Roadblock. He will pit. Probably here. So they will be free.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I'm running this car ragged edge. I have a not winning car in the lead, and I'm just trying to will it around, convince it can do it.
Distance to teammate 8.5 seconds.
Save some fuel now before they really start pressing us. Next lap, probably the middle of this lap. Take some more conservative lines, a little bit safer. Before he really starts to get here. Considering moving that brake bias back as the tires are getting worn. Fuel is burning off. Extra downshift there. I don't know. It's so oversteery through the entry of that turn. Makes me not want to do that. Alright, he's got us on DRS here. He overcooked the brakes. He couldn't get it slowed down. It's good news for us. Very good news for us. It's one of his best opportunities. That's a very difficult turn because you're really threshold braking that thing in there every lap. Just enough of a gap. So yeah, when you get in there a little bit faster than usual, or try to go a little bit deeper than usual, especially the way it's a it's a radius braking zone, I guess is what it boils down to. It makes the brake lockup very prevalent. we're getting into a situation now where
Three
it's
laps of fuel remaining.
going to be a matter of damage control. Where once Raikkonen gets us trying to hold the podium, trying not to let all 4 of the cars behind me through, or however many there is. Boy, that was nice. I haven't gotten the car to rotate through there like that in forever. Alright. I paid the price down here. It is. The car's just not as good on these tires. Thought we'd really be setting some fast laps, but then again, we start the race on low fuel and ultras, so I guess that is pretty much the optimal situation, isn't it? It's crazy to think this used to be our standard distance.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
You always pick the worst time to say such things. They know exactly where I am on track. Why not wait for a not braking zone? Honestly, it wasn't even good advice. Alright, I will once again give you the outside. What you gonna do with it? Oh, he backed off. Hey, your loss. I gave you the line. You didn't want to take it. Oh, holy crap, we're coming to the final lap. Oh, that was a good exit.
Final lap of the race.
I'm sorry, you advised what mix? 'Cause I think you were wrong. We drove that a touch. I think that what's helping us here is the cars behind us battling.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Take some right around here. Use it all the way down the straightaway. Seems like I'm gonna need it. What's he gonna do? He's got nowhere to go at the moment. Oh, it's Bottas. When did that happen? Did I already know that? Maybe I already know that. Extremely close on fuel. Oh man!
Superb driving. That's the race win.
That's, I mean, it's a sprint race, and I don't feel nearly as awful as I do during the 50 or especially the 100s. But that was 13 laps straight of very intense
hard-fought
action.
win today then, after a very difficult race. Tell me,
all you got to
what
say?
was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well though, there's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
Of course.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Williams
Nice.
are your winners today.
Don't copyright this. I don't want you to take my ad money.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Felipe Massa. For me, that was an outstanding performance that drew on every bit of his not unsubstantial experience.
On to the constructors.
You know, I'm getting real
then.
tired of your
We
shit.
saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Take care. You would be mad not to join us for the next race. 50% at somewhere. Let's go ahead and look at the replay. There was something that happened in the start. I don't entirely remember what it was, though. It was something that was dicey, though. Is there a way to hide this UI? F2. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I really got a lot of wheel spin, didn't I? Thank you to Rakkinen for giving me the draft preference here. Oh, Hamilton dives to the inside. Is that who that is? It was close. I didn't really see much contact there, but I think it was just... more than anything, they freaked each other out because they got 3 wide and couldn't figure out where to go. And that was probably key to the race. Well, we would not have won this race if it wasn't for that. And I think the pit strategy. I think Rakkinen getting held up in traffic by pitting a lap early, trying to undercut us, actually gave us the lead, and then it was just a defensive act for the rest of the race. Well, cool. That was fun. And that's another notch in the belt, another one of the 5 wins that I am telling myself I can get this season. I think the sprint races are probably going to be our best chances, but I do want to try and do better in those 50s as well. I don't know. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible we can try and fight for a championship. We're only 14 points behind Rakkinen. Long season, you never know what might happen. Alright, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.